Hi, I'm Mdziedzic, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to pick up and use a stapler. First, I'm going to do the action, and then I'm going to describe the muscles and joints involved in the action. Okay, so to start, I have my hand in a pronated position, and the primary movers for pronation are pronator teres and pronator quadratus. It's important to note in pronation that your biceps are turned off and your brachialis is turned on. Your elbow will be flexed, and at the elbow we have two joints, the humeral radial joint and the humeral ulna joint. And when I pick the stapler up to go into a neutral forearm position, the radius will be rotating a little bit over the ulna. And then moving a little bit distally, we have the radial carpal joint. And at the radial carpal joint, my wrist is flexed and ulnarly deviated, and that's due to flexor carpi ulnaris. And if I go a little more into the middle of my wrist here at the mid-carpal joint, I'll have my proximal carpal bones, which are convex surfaces, and I'll have also the radius and the ulna, which are concave surfaces. And this allows for roll and glide or roll and slide at the mid-carpal joint. And then coming down towards the thumb here, I have my first CMC, or carpal metacarpal joint. And the primary mover for that is adductor pollicis. I'll have my MCP of the thumb slightly flexed due to flexor pollicis brevis, and my IP will be also flexed due to flexor pollicis longus. The MCPs here of digits 2 to 5 will be in a flexed position. The primary movers for the metacarpal phalanges are the interossei and lumbricals. Moving a little more distally, we have the PIPs, the proximal interphalangeal joints, and the primary movers for the PIPs are your flexor digitorum superficialis. And then at almost the tips of the fingers, at the last few creases, we have the DIP, the distal interphalangeal joints, and the primary movers for those are the flexor digitorum profundus. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick up the stapler, okay, and I'm going to supinate into a supination, but I'm going to stop at a neutral forearm. So in supination, the primary mover is your supinator, and in a neutral forearm position, the primary mover or muscle involved for that of picking up an object in a neutral forearm is your brachioradialis. So I'll pick up the stapler, I will ulnarly deviate due to flexor carpi ulnaris, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put pressure on the top of the stapler by flexing the IP of my thumb, flexing the MCP of my thumb, the IP for flexor pollicis longus, the IP flexor pollicis brevis, and then we're going to have a little adductor pollicis, and I'm going to put pressure on the top, and the bottom will be supported by the flexed PIPs and DIPs of digits 2 through 5.